What is going on, family? Happy Friday. We know what time it is, boys. It is props.cash, player prop finding time for today's MLB betting slate. Now, did not stream yesterday because of the small slate, but I'll be streaming tomorrow and Sunday as well for with Pick the Odds. But today we are focusing on player props. And guys, if you are not using props.cash, now is the perfect time to get started with football on the horizon. Maybe I'll drop an NFL player too, but we're going to focus on MLB for now. But starting the next couple of weeks here, we're going to definitely be doing some more NFL season-long NFL preview, NFL type of content using props.cash, Pick the Odds, and just on my own. So, yeah, boys, you know how it goes. Give me 12 seconds to get some promos out so we can get as many viewers in as possible. Wednesday results not the best, unfortunately. Holiday couldn't do anything. What's his name? J-Ram, though, went off. Ben Rice and Belly did all right. Giolito under K's was a lock. Taj absolutely stinks. So we're going to have a little bit of a bounce back today. I'm writing down all the plays we take so we can make sure we have them for stream. But again, 12 more seconds. Let me get some promo out for the boys and get the chat popping. We're live right now on X, YouTube, and Twitch. So if you want to follow us and support the channel, at Go Bet Smart on all platforms, please subscribe, like, and yeah, let's do it. So one more promo, and we are good to go. Fat slate today. Some new series, which is always very fun. I love when there are new series, and Fridays are generally speaking always new series, which is always a good time. Of course, Thursday starts some of that off. And let's do it. Perfect. Okay, so let's look at some of these games. So we'll start Miami, Milwaukee. Who's pitching? This game's at 4. Cal Quantrill, Freddie Peralta. Now looking at the odds screen, props.cash is a player prop only platform. So for game lines, have to look elsewhere. Miami, Milwaukee. The odds are Milwaukee minus, we'll say consensus is about 210. Moves differently, looks different spots. Cal Quantrill, Freddie Peralta. Okay. Now, Freddie is so talented, but he has issues with strikeouts. It's really annoying because he gets himself into a lot of situations where he's walking a ton of batters. Those pitch counts are going high. He's not pitching that deep into games. Now, he did have a nice 6-inning stretch there, 6.2 there, but for a player as talented as Freddie Peralta is, you would definitely expect higher, outage outputs from him, especially considering how good Milwaukee is. Like, you'd think that a lot of their success would be predicated on Peralta pitching like the stud that he is. Let's look at 2024 just for reference sake. Some really high K number games there. And he has not eclipsed that mark this season whatsoever. I think that's 6.5 on the price against Miami here. And Miami is not a massive strikeout team. Excuse me, as you can see by any means. It's right-handed pitching, not a high strikeout team at all. So I'm honestly curious about this number. Is Peralta like a home stud? Definitely better when pitching in Milwaukee from the strikeout department, as we can see. It is plus money at 6.5, so that's not really shocking, but I'm going to go as far as to say, let's see if like any day games do anything for him. Just pretty consistent. Normally splits like that aren't a big deal. This minus 150 on the under. It's at Bovada. It's at Rivers. If you're a flip user, it's at flip as well. If you're a penny user, minus 146. I guess DK is the best, the most widely available, minus 155. Obviously, I know a lot of people don't love laying that price, but price rules everything, and there's value on bigger prices as well. I like this under. Miami, as we know, or if you don't know, they've been on an absolute heater. And at this point, it's not like they've been on a heater like last 10 games. It's been pre-All-Star break. It's been about 30 games now. Very low strikeout rates. Walk rate's not that high. See if there is any H2H, just out of curiosity. No, nothing worth noting there. BVP, I doubt there's much as well. yeah, just Jesus, who it's gotten not so great results against him. Xavier Edwards, neither as well. But again, not something that I take into a massive account. We're going to say let's start the day with Freddie Peralta under 6.5 Ks. And just want to preface this by saying I had no idea that I was going to like this as much as I did prior. Just pulling up props.cash. This is my first time looking at the slate today. Or I did find one play earlier I tweeted out that we'll talk about in a second. But this was literally just using props.cash and finding what I like. So games in 2 hours. I like this. The total's 8. Peralta does not go deep into games. It's outnumbered 17.5. So they are expecting heavily juiced to the over. So they're expecting 6 innings out of Peralta. I just don't know why that's like an expectation at this point. Like he's been flying under this number. Yeah, he's hit 6 a few times. And again, we're talking about a pitcher who has got some crazy stuff. Like I want to just highlight like breaking spin stuff though is not spinning, which is actually concerning. I mean, listen, I'm locking in the under 6.5, so that's not changing. Just trying to get some like other pieces of data here, but you know he's pretty high rating. It just listen, I don't love it. I don't love a Freddie like absolute domination today. I really don't. Maybe he'll shut them down the earned run department. It's listed at 1.5, so I'm not expecting Miami to come out and like shell Mr. Peralta. But with that being said, I do think that this number is a little bit too high at 6.5. Yes, they're expecting 17 outs, so they are expecting some Freddie to at least go 6. 18 of those outs, if he's got to get 7 of them via the strikeout, I still think that's asking a little bit too much. Flip side, Cal Quantrill, we know that he's susceptible to getting shelved, though he has had a solid season for what we expect from Cal Quantrill, with that bar being being a little bit low. Let's take a look at some hitters quickly. It's a total of 8, so maybe we'll probably just go through this one a little bit more quickly, especially because we already have a play on this one. But with that being said, Freddie is kind of where it's at. Actually, before we go into that, there's something I love doing. I think it's I shouldn't say I think, like I know it's very indicative. Looking at fly balls allowed. This is big because if they're allowing a bunch of fly balls, they can go deep. Quantrill is a ground ball pitcher, averages 5.2, 3.9 fly balls a game. We know he's not striking out guys or pitching deep into games. Only 0.6 dingers allowed per game. And let's see, Freddie. He is only 0.6 as well. 1.3 barrels. 4.2 fly balls, another ground ball guy. Pitching only 95.3 pitches. I shouldn't say only. I should say only averaging probably around 16 outs at that number, which is just put it together, Freddie. You're stud. You're talented. You're awesome. I want to see you kind of get back out there. But quickly took a look at the hitters market here. Let's do. I don't love the total base market. That's normally very efficient. I like HRR a lot more. Like Wagaman. I mean, he's kind of dog. Numbers are low. I mean, even from just the fact that the total is 8. Just went off the board. Was there news? I'm gonna let me pull up Twitter here. Ideally, we don't lag because I'm gonna check Underdog really quickly because this just went off the board as we were speaking. I was looking at you saw me looking over to the left. Odds are on the board, and now they're off the board in what was that? At least 5 minutes. Brewers lineup just dropped. Turang, Contreras, Yelich, Churio, Collins, Vaughn, Perkins, Caleb Durbin, Joey Ortiz. So I expect it to come back on the board. I think it's just a quick little lineup change that maybe they were not anticipating. Of course, Marlins lineup, they got Xavier Edwards, Jesus Sanchez, Augustine Ramirez, Kyle Stowers, Otto Lopez. Who's Hicks? I don't know his first name. Liam Hicks. Okay. Liam Hicks, Eric Wagaman, Graham Pauley, and Dane Myers. So back on the board at Circa, back on the board at Penny, back on the board at MGM. So yeah, just a quick update for the lineup just literally 51 seconds ago now, probably a minute and a half. Good to know. Not really changing my opinions at all there on the lineup. Miami's has been confirmed for about 30 minutes now. So props.cash, the lineup we saw is good. I'm going to move on, though, from this one because we've been belaboring a game where the Brewers are minus 220 favorites, and things are off the board, but they'll be coming back on the board just because the lineup has just been officially announced. And maybe there were some anticipated changes. Yelich is playing, Contreras, Turang, Churio, usual suspects. So, speaking of, Arizona just dropped their lineup as well. Corbin Carroll, Ketel Marte, Geraldo Perdomo, Eugenio Suarez, Del Castillo, Lourdes Gurriel, Jake McCarthy. They have English going. I'm not familiar with English, and Ivan Herrera with Reen on the bump against Pittsburgh. So let's go right there, and we are here. Adrian Del Castillo. Start with the pitchers as always. Mike Burrows. Now, he came into the scene hot, but has had he had a blow-up start here against Minnesota. Good outing against the White Sox, but it's the White Sox. Check his outs. Let's go back to this interface actually for 1 second. It makes it easier to sort through things. What's going on here? All games July 25th. Okay. Game's a PK. Arizona Pittsburgh's a PK right now. I am a little bit perplexed. I know the market has been sharp as hell. Let me refresh my my odds screen because seeing some things that are saying that they're off the board, and I don't think they should be, but a lot of stuff off the board. What am I looking at here? Let me pull up another odds screen quickly, just because I don't know if maybe the screen I'm looking at just has like a bad feed right now. But let me look at a different odds screen. Okay, we're back. Yep. Market average, D-backs minus 105, Pirates minus 108. I know Pittsburgh is hot as can be lately, coming off that Tigers domination. But I don't know, man. I don't think that that's really something that's going to continue. Reen Nelson, not a big K guy, but he has had a couple of good outings. I'm starting him in fantasy this week in a must-win. Just want to put that out there because I do have some faith that he'll do well. Earned run department's done a good job holding that down. Outs line, I guess, is not available currently, which is why we're seeing this this interface right now. Okay, so nothing from the pitcher perspective. Let's go back to the pitch to the hitters here. We'll go to total. I'm curious what the total is. It is 8.5. So 8 at some books. Oh, actually 9 at most shops. So definitely expecting some runs here. So let's go and take that info and go to the hitter markets. Start with home runs, and then you see already Corbin Carroll has 270 odds. I mean, I know Corbin is an absolute stallion in rakes, but let's take a look at Mike Burrows. 8 dingers allowed. And what side of the plate has his number? Lefties have his number. Yes, he has one more home run allowed versus righties, but it's actually pretty equal with 170 total PA, 7 home runs. Add in the Burrow's a right-handed pitcher, so you add the left-handed bats from the switch hitters to the left-handed number there. So about the same. So it doesn't really matter which side of the dish you want to look for. Let's look at weather quickly. And this is there. That's what I'm looking for. Very, very good temperatures here. I know it's like a heat wave, at least in New York. I'm assuming it might be across the country. Let's see. Against righties, who's cooking? Corbin, 18 dingers. Ketel. Of course, Eugenio. Who knows if he'll get traded as soon as starting the game. It's not out of the question. Let's go back to pitch mix for a second here. Burrows, fastball 43% of the time, does mix it up. So not somebody to easily target from that perspective. His off speed is his K pitch. Gets a lot of whiffs there. Let's see who from the D-back side is putting bat on ball to off speed. And right there, Ketel Marte, 12.5%. Take a look at Eugenio. Eugenio is crushing fastballs and breaking pitches, but whiffing at a high rate at off speed. But when he connects, man, Eugenio is hitting barrels. So shout out to Gino for just being a freaking stallion. Back to home runs. 275 for Suarez. Del Castillo, I'm curious. Let's see. Probably has a very small sample. He's not showing here, but Del Castillo is confirmed in the lineup. That's only, again, at this point, probably 3 minutes ago. So PC needs to update there because Del Castillo is batting in the 5-hole today. Gurriel's in the 6-hole. McCarthy's up. Herrera's playing. So who are they? Who Who are they anticipating? Perdomo's playing. All right, Cal check, Marte check, Perdomo check, Eugenio check. Del Castillo should be here. Gurriel should be here. Oh, Grichuk is the man out. Randall Grichuk is not playing today in this matchup. All right, let's look at some HRR. O'Neal Cruz 1.5. He's been heating up, and O'Neal Cruz is a guy who, he had 2 big games, so heating up maybe is a little bit of an exaggeration, unfortunately. Minus 130 odds. Props.cash projecting 175, so a 0.25 difference. Reed Nelson is a predominant fastball pitcher. Does work in a breaking pitch. His case pitch is his fastball. Good barrel rate here, but still just such high whiff rates from O'Neal. Like, I know he's a strikeout batter, so I'm not going to be shocked about it, but worth noting. Eugenio 1.5. I mean, Eugenio's kind of like a dinger guy. He's going to go over this with a freaking bomb. I'm curious. Let's look at doubles quickly. So I'm curious what his doubles numbers are this year, just for some perspective. So he still has 18 doubles. So it's not like he's home run. It's a lot of players who are literally home run, single, walk, strikeout. But 18 doubles for Gino is a little bit more than I expected, though, of course, he is a home run guy. Only 14 for Gattel. I know he missed some time, but would expect maybe a little bit more there. All right, so nothing really piquing my interest entirely. If you guys aren't aware, at the point now where we are in the season, lines are sharp as freaking knives, man. So it really is a little bit difficult to target some spots. Of course, there will be situations where there is expected value for a lot of different player props, but you got to be quick. So by the time a lot of markets, doubles is actually a really good market for that, but a lot of times there are going to be markets total bases, home runs, of course, that are very sharp, and of course the traditional game lines here. But I'm going to go off the reservation, and I know this is a predominantly props tool, but I'm going with Arizona money line. I don't care that Pittsburgh's hot. Arizona, I know that they're selling now, shopping players. Maybe Gino gets traded during the game, but I don't think Arizona is really that bad of a team. And Pittsburgh, I don't really love their recent. I think their recent success is every team, every dog has their day. Hate fading hot teams, but I'm stepping in front of this rolling train, and I'm taking Arizona money line. So Peralta under 6.5 Ks, Arizona money line. Those are 2 bets for 2 games so far. And let's keep rocking. Colorado, be more. Now, this is a game, man, where I want to just take the Orioles. Oh, D-backs just got steamed. And actually, never mind. That's the total. I was going to say that went to 123. Nope, D-backs still sitting 105. Orioles are minus 200. And it's so hard to back a bad team because Baltimore at this point, make no mistake about it, it's a bad baseball team. Just traded Gregory Soto to the Mets. Colorado just traded is he still showing here? So he is not, because he is no longer a Colorado Rocky. They just traded Ryan McMahon to the Yankees. That's a move that I wanted the Yankees to make last year. It's better late than never. There's some club control there. So not an expiring contract, left-handed bat, Yankee Stadium. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I don't know if he'll be eligible to play tonight. Looking at Twitter really quickly on my other monitor, just because I want to look at Underdog and keep that posted to see if we're seeing anything there. Pirates lineup actually is confirmed. I know we moved on, but just looking quickly, yeah, it's nothing seeing there that makes me think twice. But back to this one. Kremer now, of course, this is the matchup made in heaven from a strikeout perspective with Colorado, but the market, of course, is fully aware. Where's FanDuel? Oh, there we go. 148, DraftKings 135. I can't in good conscience do it. You're betting at a player in a matchup at literally his highest high, and that's not something you want to do, right? You want to try to find the spots where maybe the market's low on somebody, but you're high on somebody, expecting some regression, positive or negative, one way or another. And this is just one where it's matchup is beautiful. You're at home. You're not in Coors Field, and the market is reflecting that. So that's something I'm going to play. Freeland. It's Kyle Freeland. Earn runs. Let's see. Let's look at away, because obviously the numbers are skewed at Coors, but bro, he's been worse. He's been worse. He's just been bad everywhere. But I was expecting maybe some a little bit better. Because because Kyle Freeland was pretty good at one point. I mean, at this point, we're talking years ago, but no. All right. So, the natural thing to do here is look at some hitters. I'm going to go look at the total quickly here. See what it is at. Total is 9.5, 9, depending where you look. So it's expecting runs. So let's take that information and use it to hopefully our advantage. Tyro Estrada is out with a thumb injury. Okay. Hunter Goodman, how's he been doing recently? Cool down. He's hot or he's not. Weather it's a heater on the East Coast. It is a heat wave. I got the heat wave warning when I woke up in New York this morning. Rain coming in about 3.5 hours, according to my weather app. So maybe we're gonna get cooled off, but I think it's all along the East Coast. It's a little bit of a heat wave there. BVP, doubt there's any, but yep, very small. Nothing worth noting, though. Moniak has taken him deep. Pitch mix. Well, actually, let's do this first. Kremer, home runs have been coming against left-handed bats are having their way. More PA with the switch hitters being included, but still a higher home run rate allowed to left-handed batters. And the Rockies only have 2 in their lineup, expected lineup, with McMahon, of course, a lefty, no longer on the ball club. But I mean, what's Goodman? Goodman's already, right? Yeah, Goodman's already. Like, Mickey's the clear and obvious choice. That being said, it's never clear and obvious. I am also starting Kremer in fantasy today, so I do think that Kremer is going to hopefully hold his own and continue pitching well like he's been doing. Moniak HRR is -125, and that's just what I call a heater. That's a heater. Last 15 games. Been 417. I didn't realize it was that big of a heater. I knew he was cooking, but damn, that's cooking with gas. Tovar playing a little bit better. I know he missed a lot of time. I'm a big Tovar fan. Isolated power, massive for Moniak. I mean, I think it's going to be a very popular play, but I like Mickey Moniak today, so I'm going to write that down. Mickey Moniak. OHRR. Boom. Mickey Moniak over hits, runs, RBIs. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's move on to the next one. I mean, like Gunner's 2.5, SETI. Actually, let's look at it real quickly because I do want to just confirm Freeland. I would expect righties to have his number as they do, and teams just stack right-handed bats against him, as you'd expect. But he's a ground ball pitcher. Against lefties, those stink. Look at those numbers, man. The O's freaking stink. Obviously, we could look for unders. We're just like, playing some overs here, looking for some overs. We do have under strikeouts for Peralta, so not that I'm an over only guy by any means. I definitely find more value in unders, absolutely. But damn. Gunner 2.5 HRR. Like, the fade is -160 though. I know it's not, DK, BOL, Fliff, Sleeper, UD. FD doesn't offer an under there. All right, we're gonna move on from this one. I think we're gonna stick with the Moniak over, but part of me wants to take the Rockies money line. We'll see how this lineup looks. But like when you have two teams, especially this late in the season, they're both so bad, and the odds are like so big. It's normally a fade, but let's go to Yankees and Phillies. Taiwan Walker, Will Warren. I doubt that McMahon will be in the lineup today for relatively obvious reasons. Traded just about a half hour ago, maybe 45. Taiwan, not a K pitcher, as we know. He can get absolutely smoked. I'm guessing this total here is high. I don't even. Yes. So, okay. Getting the odds screen back going. There we go. Okay. Just a little bit of it looks like it was a tech hiccup on the odds screen, but we're back. Total 10. Unsurprisingly. Been doing well with not allowing blow-up games, Walker, but he doesn't pitch deep at all. Bunch of bullpen outings as well. Angels got to him. 3 earned, 4 hits, and only 4 innings pitched. Giants did something similar. 2 fly balls, but again, he's not pitching a ton. Let's judge home run judge home run. 135, man. I mean, let's do this. I was hoping for a little bit better. Honestly, if it was like minus like 130, I was like, all right, fuck it, judge walk. But does props have predictions for walks? They do. Walker. I mean, listen, let's see. Maybe there's some BVP. Judge has 4 dongs off of him. It's just hilarious, man. We're looking at walks. Let's go back to home runs. Walks are fun markets. 165 in GM, like 114 at FanDuel. Listen, boys, like I can't in good conscience take that by any means. Boys, like that's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. See, Yankees against righties. Judge, of course, leading the way. Chisholm 17 dingers against righties. Interesting. I knew it would be high because obviously he's been hitting a lot of home runs, but 17 is more than I anticipated. Walker 7 dingers allowed. Mostly 2 right-handed bats. About technically a higher rate against righties. See, is hot for the Yanks. Judge Belly is a lefty, but I don't really think it's not like a big split where it's noteworthy. 4 and 3. Total's 10. Let's the weather. Oh, we're blowing out as well. So you see the heat wave part 2 in New York. 170 for Schwarbs. I mean, listen, they're expecting a ton of runs here, and it's not hard to see why. So I'm actually going to pass because the odds are reflecting what is happening here. Anthony Volpe. Can I interest anybody in some Volpe? At this point in the season, I don't think anybody would do anything Anthony Volpe related. I certainly would not do anything Anthony Volpe related. So I love that Anthony Volpe hate on Twitter. I think it's so funny, especially like the Red Sox accounts that are like shitting on him. Like it's such great content. It really is. Let's keep rocking though. Let's keep rocking. Toronto, Detroit, Kiter Montero, if I'm not mistaken, and Berrios. Total 9, understandably so. Jays are a wagon. Tigers were a wagon, coming back down to earth a little bit. Montero can get absolutely shelled, as we can see. I do like his game, honestly, like all things considered. But 15 and a half outs. $140 over. That's Caesar's EV2 penny. Line moved too much. I kind of like the under when I first took a little bit of a gander there. Let's go to some hitter props. And you can this is show this view. So we can stick up some hit rate action from there. Hits streak. Torque is on a 4-game hit streak. Nothing's let's go on and take a total base streak here. Torque 4 straight games with a half a base because he only has the half a base line. Vladdy 3 straight with 2. Loperfido, Bichette, Glaber. See, this is like honestly like an amazing matchup from just like a standings perspective. Of course, you have 2 division leaders right now. Best. Let's verify. Pull up my other computer because ESPN slows it down. This computer and don't want any crashes during stream, of course. Do you want to do a quick standings check? The Jays are now have surpassed the Tigers, but 2 of the 3 best records in baseball are going at it tonight. So this is like a great matchup, a great series, especially maybe for coming down for seeding in the AL playoff picture. Odds-wise, money line, Torres plus money, depending on where you look. Plus 104 at Novig. Shout out to Novig, an amazing exchange. If you want a game at Novig, promo code BetSmart, sign up. You'll get a deposit bonus. So No Vic promo code BetSmart. Absolutely couldn't recommend it. I couldn't recommend it more. It's a hell of a resource for sports bettors. Tour money line. We have two money lines now. We have Arizona money line, Tour money line. Both seem, I think, a little bit like square. You could say. I actually want to go to earn runs and do a little bit of a quick dive into Berrios. Tough start against San Francisco, against Ath, against the Yanks, against the Phils. So good teams are putting the wood on Berrios. The Tigers are, of course, a good team. Glaber's got a lot of BVP with his time in the Bronx. Sticking with Tigers money line. LAD Boston, Sheehan Bayo. I looked at K's for Bayo actually a tiny bit earlier. Kind of like the under, but it is juiced. It doesn't make sense why it's so low. Props.cash, I think, was projecting under as well. They're right on the market there. But with the odds, the over would actually have value considering the projections with the pricing, because boys, price rules everything in this beautiful game of sports betting that we do. So never forget that. Price rules absolutely everything. Bayo, I think, will confirm right now, struggles against left-handed bats. Let's confirm that. No, righties actually have more home runs. Okay. Ohtani obviously on an absolutely on one right now. His home run odds. The Judge Ohtani home run parlay plus 115 and a plus 180. 240 at Rivers, 230 at MGM. I know he's on an unprecedented streak for him. Bro. Is that not gorgeous? Watching the best player in the history of the sport, don't at me, do this. It's gorgeous. 37 nukes, man. I can't wait to watch this game later. Shout out to Ohtani. Andy Pajes. Let's go rights. 27 against righties. Pajes 15. Total here 9.5. So expecting runs in Boston, of course, a hitter-friendly park. So some HRR. Ohtani's 2.5 minus 110 naturally. Mookie return to Boston. I saw there was some injury concern with Mookie. I saw that he might miss that first start. I don't know if that is still happening. First start as in first game in Boston today. I saw that report the other day. I have Underdog up on my other screen. Don't want to lag out here. Just want to confirm that if it's quick. No, okay. Just a lot of lineup news, but I did see earlier this week. I know for a fact that there was a chance that Mookie does not play today. Mookie's been bad this year, man. Like I hate to say it because he's Mookie freaking Betts, but that is washed. Those are washed numbers. It's really sad to say. We talked about last week with Kyle. We talked about Verlander being washed and ended up actually putting up a pretty good. Actually, no, that start he got shelled, but his last start he pitched well. Mookie Betts, man, it's sad to see. Will Smith. On Boston side, Sheehan, of course, can get roughed up. You know, Boston does like to show up for these kind of games. How's Massa doing? A couple of good games, couple of bad games. Gonna keep rocking. Only have about like 10 more minutes here when I get to more games, but unfortunately nothing there. But so far, boys, for everybody in chat, we have Peralta under 6.5 Ks. That game starts in 2 hours. Arizona money line, Moniak over hits, runs, RBIs, and Toronto on the money line. The LAD is only minus 120. So LAD money line. Never mind. I'm taking it. I'm taking the better team. I know that Boston has been playing a little bit better. I know that they've 55 and 49. Sheehan can get smacked. They beat the Phils in that last game of that series. Dodgers did not play yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. No, they did not. They don't have any big travel. Beat the Twins in that finale. I know the Dodgers have been a little bit cold, but I don't think Bayo's him like that. I really don't. TB Sin, Nick Martinez, Zach Littell. I like Zach Littell's over Ks, but props.cash Cash's projections honestly scared me off because they're only projecting 4.15. Let's look at some hitters here. Great American Small Park, so should be runs galore, and the total is 9.5. So a lot of good hitting environments across the country today, and a lot of totals reflecting that. So it could be a good day to back some hitters or a good day to fade some hitters if you want to fade like the narrative. HRR, I'm not a total bases guy. Sorry, boys. It's like the odds are just reflective of it, man. That's the thing, right? Like, of course, you can still take a 2.5 and find some good value, etc. But the odds are like really on point, and this is what you'd expect for July 25th, especially considering the lack of sports coming or lack of sports currently happening. Let's pull up a hitter just to see. We'll pull up Ha-Seong Kim to see against Nick Martinez. Martinez 10 home runs allowed to his fastball, so his fastball's getting hit hard. Lefties and righties are taking him deep. It doesn't really matter whether here heater hot one out in Small Park. Who crushes the heater? I'm guessing I know Caminero crushes the heater because Caminero's a freaking stallion. 16 dingers off the heater, man. Junior's putting one on Pluto. We're gonna just put that out there. Junior Caminero might put one on Mars, and I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. Yep. Caminero home run. Writing it down. We're riding Caminero today, boys. Let's go, Junior. San Diego, St. Louis. This is a bet I gave out on Twitter already. Pavetta over 5.5 Ks. I'll write it down as well because that's a lock or a lock to be played. Obviously, there's no such thing as locks in sports betting. Strikeout rates have been pretty high overall for the Cardinals lately. They're not a big strikeout team, generally speaking. Pavetta, of course, can be an absolute demon in the strikeout department. This was last year, just out of curiosity there. Has been a demon in the strikeout department. I think it's too low. Plus 125 at DK. So that's the odds that for this line. Like low for like overall low. Like we'll go full season here. Yeah, this is full season. But still some higher K guys, and against right-handed pitching, the numbers are like some very low, some relatively high, some around the middle of the pack. But I definitely like Pavetta in this spot. Any BVP, nada. Weather. Hot across the country. Who's pitching? It's not Michaelis, is it? Did I miss that? It is Michaelis. Okay, what's the total? Total is 8.5. Okay. Padres are slight favorites, minus 126. Not like slight, like some of the other guys we were looking at, but worth noting there. Michaelis, of course, is food. If you guys aren't familiar, I'll pull up the ER. Food. Nando. Let's do some BVP here just to see if there's anything worth taking a look at. Luis Arise has his number. Just getting base hit after base hit. Machado, you'd expect better. Okay, so I'm going to lock in. No, I was going to say I want it to be 1.5, but it is not 1.5, unfortunately. All right, so we'll fly through these last games. Battle of Chicago. Cubs big favorites naturally. Totals 8. Hauser, Imanaga. White Sox have been cooking, man. They've been hitting the baseball well. Batting averages are low, but they're manufacturing. I think the Cubs are winning this baseball game. I hate to say it. Whether in on the south side blowing in. Cubbies, how have they been doing? They're a little bit cold, but this offense is too good. It really is too good. I like the Cubbies to win this one. I know it's not some people love to play like minus 180. Minus 68, no big though. Promo code BetSmart. Give me all of that. Atlanta, Texas. Nasty Nate. Joey Wentz. This is Athletics. This isn't Atlanta. Yeah, I'm dumb. I was going to say, I confused myself for a second. Athletics, Texans. Or am I not dumb? I'm confused. Like, Ath is ATH. Yeah, no, it's Atlanta, Texas. It is Atlanta, Texas. Okay. You guys could yell at me all you want. I'm especially ready not because I know Wentz was on the A's. Let's see, Ronnie home run against Nasty Nate. Olsen leads the pack with dingers against righties, though Acuna, smaller sample, more only 3 less dingers, so has a higher home run rate against right-handed pitching. I think BVP against Nasty, not a ton. Let's flip it to the other side. Langford. What's this total? 8. I like the under. Texas can't score. Hard to see the Braves scoring against Mr. Valdi. Texas does have a great pen as well. I don't expect Texas to heat up here, so we're going to go under 8, writing it down, ATL/Tex. Boom, beautiful. Brings us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total plays. Beautiful session with props.cash. 30% off your first month. Promo code BetSmart. Great time to do it. Athletics total is 8.5. Pitching, who's pitching here? Jeffrey Gusto. Is there any H2H here this season? Not this year. Any BVP? Only 2 for Carantini, 1 for Taylor Trammell. Let's flip it over again. Jeffrey's new to the Athletics. Was in Tampa. That was some injuries. Gusto, of course, is a young pitcher, and yeah, he pitched a little bit against them. And let's look at the H2H. 616, 8 Ks, 5 innings. So bitch pitched well. Ended up with the loss, though. He pitched a really great outing there. Athletics are a big strikeout team. Don't know if their K order in. Expected, projected, I should say. This is a game where I really don't love anything. You still only -127. Jeffrey Springs, I think, can pitch well today. I have him also going in fantasy today. Washington, Minnesota. Matt Gorzebi. Total 8.5. I'm already going to say I like the under here. Jimmy Barrels for a hit, -185. Doubt there's any BVP against Zeb. Yep. And against Mac, I doubt there's BVP either. I think Matt Gore is due for I hate saying due, but I think he's just too good of a pitcher. I think he is due to shouldn't say due, but I think we do see some positive regression back for Mac. The strikeout numbers against lefties have been lower for Minnesota than you'd expect. Washington on the money line. What are they? +135. Give me some Nationals money line. I want the plus chicken there. I like the Nationals today. Cleveland, KC, Waka, G-Dub. Total 8. Both teams offensively challenged. Total reflects that. Bobby Witt, Jose -145. Listen, I really don't know with these two teams. I'm not gonna lie. We have literally this is the mid off. This is the battle of the mid with KC and Cleveland. 2 more to run through. Seattle, LAA. Mr. Brian Wu against Jose Soriano. JP's got his number. Julio's heating up, man. The MLB is a better place when Julio Rodriguez is playing like Julio Rodriguez can play. This is nothing new for Julio. Slow starts, heat up. Kind of like that Lindor from a couple of years ago. Just such bad starts that it's really affecting the outlook. And then he has such a great second half that his numbers then look normal. But if you had like more consistency, it'd be a lot better. I want to see BVP against Wu. Not a ton, but a good amount. Obviously, they're in the same division. Numbers high, but the LAA is a high strikeout team, as you can see. Even Trout with a 24.6 against righties this year is no bueno for the future Hall of Famer. Total here 8 as well. If it was in Seattle, I'd be a lot more. Some 8.5. There are some 8s though. Wu just doesn't let up shit, man. A couple of relatively blow up starts actually. There's some bangers of starts. They pitched against him this year. He has not pitched against him this year. Soriano pitched against Seattle this year. He has not. So nothing to note there. I'm going to stay away from this one, and let's finish up with Logan Webb and Clay Holmes. In San Francisco, Giants are favorites with Webb, of course, Cy Young candidate on the bump. I wanted to say total 7.5, not surprising, considering the ballpark. Curious what weather is looking like in San Francisco, as we've seen already. The shouldn't do this check. It's a little chilly, but wind looks like it's blowing out. Is Scoops ever gonna like turn up? Is Rafi Devers ever gonna be good at baseball again? I mean, speaking of the devil, he's been heating up. Clay Holmes, let's see BVP because he definitely probably has some. Not as much as you'd think. Holmes was a Yankee. Obviously, they're in the same division there for that time when he was in Boston. I like Rafi Devers. HRR. Absolutely. In the strikeout department, I actually like. Oh, it's only 5.5. I was going to say like the under pricing wise. Let's say what's Props projecting? Oh, they're well above. So that's going to hold me off there. I doubt there's a lot of BVP. Nimmo. Frankie, it's decent. I thought there'd be a little less, but decent BVP there. K's 2025. So that's some good games, but this is kind of what I expect from Webb, some lower K outings. Strikeout marks are also very sharp because there's less to focus on for the sports books in that capacity. Okay. That's going to wrap it up, actually. So let's go through the plays one more time. We have Freddie Peralta under 6.5 strikeouts. Arizona Diamondbacks money line. Mickey Moniak over hits, runs, RBIs. Toronto money line. Dodgers money line. Junior Caminero home run. Nick Pivetta over 5.5 Ks. Under 8 Atlanta, Texas. Nationals plus chicken money line. And Rafi Devers over hits, runs, RBIs. So, boys, I'll see you on stream tomorrow with Pick the Odds as well as Sunday. So 3 straight days of streams from me. So make sure you guys are tapped in and locked in. Tomorrow's going to be fun. We got great baseball these next 2 days. August is around the corner, so we will be doing some more NFL content as I'm just going to tease because I'm not going to go into it right now. But NFL season totals are up on props.cash. So now is the time to take advantage of 30% off your first month. Promo code BetSmart at checkout. You will save 30% off your first month for one of the best player prop research tools out there. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Have a great weekend and Friday night. I will see you guys tomorrow for a stream and Sunday.